Today we are pulling up these two bikes together and we're looking at the pros and cons of both of them. We're going to help you decide what kind of bike you want to look out for. So these are both 4-strokes and they're both 250s. This is a Honda crf250f. This is a 2021. They just came out with it in 2019. This is a 2014 kx250f. Both of these bikes are fuel injected. We'll start with the KTM. This bike is more of a race and a track and a dune setting. It is fast, it is quick, and it's got lots of torque. The suspension on it is a little stiffer, as made for the track race riding on it. But this bike we got with just under 17 hours on it. All stock and all that, all original. It is a great, fun, fast bike, but not for the kind of riding we do. But for purposes, we want to bring it up with you guys to help you decide what kind of riding you're looking for. So if you like to go fast and you're not on trails, you know, probably 90% of the time, you're preferably on like a track or at the dunes, this is a good bike for you. The fuel injection has instant throttle response on it, and it has a lot of giddy up and go. It doesn't like to go really slow though, and so that's why it is not ideal for trail riding. We took it up the first night I got it. We went and took it up on a trail that we normally go quite a bit often. And it could go on the trail, but it kind of was a struggle because the bike just wants to go fast, fast, fast. So we had to fight with it a little bit just because it didn't like going slow. But like I said, fun, fast bike. And I'd love to take it out to the dunes or something, or some track nearby. But tons of fun. Starts up real quick because of that fuel injection on it, and it sits there and runs great. Good, nice looking tires. Now over to the Honda. This is a 2021 Honda crf250f. Much like the crf250r, this bike is a little different. For one thing, the seat height is shorter. Not by much, but it is a little shorter. And if you can tell by the suspension, it's a different setup. Like these newers have the inverted forks. These ones, they don't. And if you know anything about these older bikes, this is how they ran the suspension on them back in the old days. And I'll have another video of that later on, comparing a bike from 40 years ago. So also a Honda. But anyways, this is electric start on this bike, no kickstart, but that's okay because we have a trickle charge set up to maintain the battery on the bike, keep it charged and all that, and even a jumper pack with the alligator clips on it. So we can hook that up and jump the bike without having to take the seat off and all that. So really nice, quick for that. It is a little dirty, but that's because I've already taken it out riding. I really had to test this bike because I had to know if this is what I wanted or not. Because I myself, I do like almost 100% trail riding. So I needed something definitely built for trails. And I have an XR400, and that bike's a beast and fun and all that. But I needed something a little smaller in both power and not really size wise, but at least lighter. And this fit the bill. So, but these new bikes, you know, they can be pretty pricey, but you pay for good money, you know. So when you get something used, it's hard to tell its history on the bike just by looking at it, you know. And nothing against people, but some of them can either tend to leave things out, or maybe they bought it used. So down the line, stuff gets forgotten about all major work done to bikes. But anyways, between the two of them, I would very much suggest that, depending on the kind of riding you do, would depend on what kind of bike you get. And so if you're a bunch of trail riding, you might like something more like this. And as for other brands like Yamaha, they have the TTRs. Those are really good bikes, the 125s. We've had a couple of those, they've been fun. The 230s, you know, it's almost this kind of size, and that's a good bike too. Yamaha, they have their TW200, and that's a really good bike. It's not really built for anything other than just trails. It has a wider tire and it's great for riding on trails, and good grip and traction on that. Whereas these bikes, you know, you see them all the time. The Honda CRF, Kawasaki KX, the Yamaha YZ. So, I mean, they're all out there. It just depends on what kind of bike you're looking for what kind of riding. Well, I hope this helped out a little bit in making a decision, because I didn't know. So when I went and bought the Kawasaki, I took it out and it just kept wanting to go fast. I could tell right off the bat. So then I went and checked out this bike, which I knew was made for trail riding, and I loved it. It fits perfectly for what I want. Now, I'm not saying either one of these two bikes is perfect for you. Size-wise goes into everything. Also, price and year is something you got to figure it out. But I hope that this can help out a little bit, because I did a ton of research and I thought I wanted this. And then I did more research and I actually thought I wanted a crf250X, which supposedly the X model is kind of like this, but the suspension is a little softer and the gearing and the lower end of the motor is different, so it's a lot better for trail riding. And I test rode it, and it really was, but it's not exactly kind of what I was looking for. So I went out and bought this. It was slightly used, but I mean, I paid good money for it, and I think I'll have it for years to come. So there you go again. 2014 fuel injected, 2021 fuel injected. Both 250s, both 4 strokes, but they're two very different machines, and not just because of the years, because of the setup of everything. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped out a little. I will have more videos coming out to do more reviews and tutorials and stuff to help you guys out with stuff. We're gonna do quite a bit on this bike. I bought a ton of parts to throw on, such as skid plates, lights, and other accessories, and we're gonna put them on, and I'll help do tutorials to help you guys out with that, if you have this bike. If not, I work on bikes, so we'll find something for you guys. But thanks again. Please, if you liked the video, give it all a thumbs up and consider subscribing for future content. We'll catch you guys later.